We have a chance now to listen to reactions from a couple of supporters of the Indomitable Lions after their 3-all draw with Serbia earlier today in their second group game at the Al Janoub Stadium in Al Wakri. Thanks to Mirabo Mahop and Mark Jomo.
Oh, wonderful match. I never thought we had it enough to come back from 2-0 down, and we did it. And the goal, what a glorious goal by Abubakar. That goal of the match, goal of the tournament, goal of everything. That's beautiful. That was Abu Bay, as they call him. That was a great goal. Very interesting match. We're really happy. At least we got one. We'll get it from Brazil next time.
I'm very happy, extremely excited. I feel like we redeemed ourselves. It was an incredible match, coming up from 3-1 to 3-3. This has been an amazing, amazing victory. Go Abu, amazing.
I'm very happy, coming off from a defeat from Switzerland, and we know who the Serbians are. They are top class. They're top class when it comes to soccer. Coming 3 goals from behind, what can you ask for? As I've said, I will take Brazil and eat them for dinner. Me, Lions, we'll make them our meal in the evening. I don't care whether they have Vinicius, whether they have Paqueta. No, we'll eat them as a meal in the dinner. Over this weekend, we'll win them. We'll win them. In fact, we'll use them to confirm our pathway to take this cup.
Yes.
We'll win them, Brazil. We'll win them here. We have the mathematical calculation. It's done. We're done. We're done. Very proud in the Middle East. Brazil, you're done. You're done. You're done.
Who eat you,
Amil? Brazil, you're done.
We must take the cup. We must take the cup. We must take the cup. We must take the cup.
Lots of hope out there from the fans of the Indomitable Lions on the fringes of the Al Janoub Stadium after their 3-all draw against Serbia. Elsewhere in other results and fixtures, Ghana beat South Korea 3-2 in Group H. Brazil are currently facing Switzerland in their second group outing, and later tonight Portugal will take on Uruguay in another Group H fixture. Now let's move on to something else, because over the past couple of months it has been rumored that he was killed in separatist captivity, but then there are emerging indications that the president of the Northwest House of Funds could still be very much alive. In a video recently launched online, he is seen urging the authorities to release siblings of a certain separatist commander in exchange for his own freedom. Here's Gladys Ambo.
Cameroon and Serbia. These bikes were stolen in Kribi in the south region and transported to Masangam in the Nun Division west region of Cameroon. They were seized by gendarme officers of the Masangam Gendarmerie Brigade, who equally arrested the thieves and presented them to the press. The arrest of these
Quite a hitch out there with that story from Bamenda. We shall definitely be coming back to it in our subsequent editions of the news. And we have one more story from the Cameroon versus Serbia game lined up. Of course, we will be coming back to that too. Up next to the capital Yaoundé now, and for more insights into that gory landslide at the Damas neighborhood, Chia Hyacin says the atmosphere is still loaded with grief and consolation as the death toll now hops to 15. He says Scores are still struggling for their dear lives in hospital. Here's his report.
He is one of the few survivors of the Damas deadly landslide in Yaoundé, but his heart is filled with pain as he watched his mother and friends die in the process while they were attending a funeral ceremony. A friend invited us for a funeral celebration. We went there at about 3:30 p.m. At 4, we started playing drums and dancing, watching photos of the 5 deceased persons. At about 4:30, I just saw the big stone rolling down with noise. I tried running away, but I was already partly engulfed by the soil from my feet to the west. My friend, who was beside me, died, same like my elder brother, my mother and the neighbor. Heavy cries in this other family as this young couple all perished in the incident. And after over 15 hours of search by the Army Rescue Unit, the National Gendarmerie and the police elements, the Central Regional Governor, Nasiri Paul Bear, is now certain on the number of casualties.
We had 15 deaths in the incident of Damas yesterday. And the 15 deaths, 14 corpses are in the Central Hospital mortuary, and one was taken just before we came by the family, and we have identified that family. There are no other deaths after the search, which prolonged right into the night. We had 4 persons who were injured and were in stable condition, and most of them have left the hospital.
The atmosphere still very gloomy here this Monday. The population still massively present at the scene, wondering in disbelief such a regrettable outcome. And to prevent more calamities in this risky area, this school on top of the hill has been shut down by the administrative authorities, and the other inhabitants advised to quit the dangerous zone.
Now across Cameroon, squabbles over land ownership have become commonplace. The latest case in point, which is probably in gestation, is happening at Monde. That's a village in Boya in the southwest region of Cameroon, where hundreds of farmers of a locality called Black Bush have engaged demonstrations to decry what they probably think is an alleged plot to dispossess them of their farmlands. Ines Ondoambala reports.
They are occupants farming on the Black Bush land. Today, they left their farms to the Human Rights Office in Dio's office in Boya to express their disgruntlement following the land disputes between them and the Modem chiefdom in Boya subdivision.
I entered the farm. I start possessing the farm with palms, with many other things.
As these occupants staged the protest, the people of Modem village, through their chief, His Royal Highness Kwame Beklin, who was summoned here, are claiming possession of the Black Bush land.
This particular land is the native land of the people of Monde, so it's extremely important to the people of Monde.
These farmers occupying the Black Bush land are demanding compensation and the removal of a military post on the land. Information gathered on the scene reveals that several meetings have been held between both parties, with fruitful dialogue and amicable resolutions taken, which led to the commencement of the construction of the 12 kilometers route sponsored by the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development.
Some team of people came into their farmyard claiming that they want to open a village, and in that process they were felling down the farmers' crops, felling down palm trees.
The head of the Southwest Human Rights Commission and representative of the Dio of Boya say the situation must be handled with care.
It is important that we put our heads together and dialogue so that at the end of the day we get to a peaceful resolution of this matter.
Chief Kwame Beklin begged on his angry Modem people to remain calm.
Let them keep calm, trusting the administration that we're going to handle it and handle it well.
However, we await to see long-lasting solution for competent authorities towards the land dispute between the Mondem people and the occupants of the Black Bush land.
We're going to leave you with another element on that big sports story for Cameroon tonight. 3-3, that's the scoreline between Cameroon and Serbia in that second Group G outings at the Al Janoub Stadium in Al Wakri, of course, in Qatar. Stephanie Chin stayed back in Cameroon and spoke to a couple of fans right after that game and sourced their impressions. Here's her story.
Cameroon and Serbia this afternoon separated on a 3-3 tie in their second outing at the Qatar World Cup Jamboree. It is a complete atmosphere of jubilation here in the city of Douala amongst fans. Cameroon equalized at a time when fans were almost at the verge of losing all hopes of victory against Serbia as they were led by 3-1 after the first half. After Vincent Aboubakar reduced tally, the indomitable Lions quickly mounted more pressure until an equalizer came in from Choupo-Moting. The cramped fan zones were wowed after the equalizer. Amongst them was the littoral governor.
I'm not disappointed with the results because you know, we have many countries that are against us, and many didn't believe that we could have done as they played today. At 3-1, we were sure that all things has been done, but we saw how the Lions are reacting, and unfortunately, it's a game. But I'm proud of what the Lions have done today.
At the end of this match, we are very happy and we are very proud to be Cameroonian. It was a great honor for
Fans have expressed satisfaction after the football encounter and remain optimistic that the indomitable Lions will make it to the finals.
We are waiting for the match against Brazil. We are waiting for the match, and I'm very confident for the next. Yes, I'm very confident.
Cameroon is still in for the Qatar World Cup and is expected to take on Brazil come December 2.
And that's where we replace the lead on this edition of the news in English on Canal D International tonight. Our sincere apologies for the bumps in this installment will improve as time goes on. Thanks for watching. Don't you go away because Lil Pijo is coming right behind me with our debate and guests. It's going to be an interesting piece. Alain Ghislain Kanga comes up at 1950 with more news in French. Until then, stay safe and see you tomorrow.